Hello everyone, welcome to my first ever video series, I guess. I don't know, let's play, walkthrough, playthrough, something. This time, well, I guess first time really. It's a game called Klonoa, Daughter Phantomile. It's one of my favourites on the PlayStation 1, and this is actually pre-recorded, the game capture at least, and I'm just talking over it because I didn't have a microphone when I recorded it and I was just impatient. So yeah, this is what I don't know. I'm very nervous because this is the first time that I'm doing something like this. So yeah, yeah. It's quite difficult to think of stuff to say, but I hope I'll get better at it as time goes on with this. And yeah, right now I'm putting in my name. Sometimes I go by Evelyn, but most of the time I go by Emmy. So yeah, I decided to go with Evelyn for this save file. Yeah. Here's the first cutscene. I'll stay quiet for it. Okay, so that was the first cutscene, basically just the main character having a very strange dream, and then we play the first level. This one is quite easy, as you would assume. It's the first level, but yeah, it's also got one of my favorite songs in video games ever, as you can hear. Basically, the main gameplay of this series is you just run and shoot enemies, and you can use them to double jump when you inflate them. And it's kind of weird, but I've played this game for ever since I was 11 or something. So that's what 12, 15, 13 years. I don't know. Yeah, it's more like 12 actually. Yeah, so I'm completely used to it. But whenever I tell people about it, they just give me a weird look. I don't know. Yeah, when I recorded this, I hadn't played the game for a long while, so as you'll see, as we get through this, I made a bunch of mistakes. Not in this first level though. I believe I did pretty alright. Except for that. That was awful. I got it that time. Yeah, so for these first couple levels as well, I tried to get like every gem, even though there's really no point on your first playthrough. I don't think it counts. Yeah, I did try anyway. There's about 150 like gems you can get, and I got most, like all of them in the first level, and I believe the second level. I could be wrong. Yeah. Anyway, this guy, he's like this weird dog guy. He's building a tower. That's all. That's all that's really important, and he won't be important until like the end of the game. So yeah. I'm sorry if my model is blocking the text. I might think of something to do about that for next time. Maybe I'll put the model like just above the text and maybe slightly smaller, or yeah. But I'm recording this in like 4:3 aspect ratio, so there's not much I can do about like putting my model to the side. And my model is just like a basic thing. It gives me a bit more confidence to like record and stuff. I know it's probably a bit ridiculous, but yeah. I'm not a real YouTuber. I'm just here to have fun, and I thought making a VTuber model would be quite fun. Yeah. We got this optional pathway to get a few more gems and like another like, I don't know what they're called. I've forgotten what they're called, but you get these like guys that are trapped in like these bubbles, and they like play a song at the end of the level, and eventually, if you collect enough of them, it'll play a complete song. And I do get all of them in this playthrough. I do get all of them. But they can be. No, actually, no. They're quite easy to get. Anyway, this thing I just collected is like just a bonus. It basically doubles the amount of gems you get for every gem you collect, which is basically mandatory. Or not basically. I guess basically, yeah. It's mandatory to complete the 150 gem like missions you get at the end of the game. Yeah. Yeah, I think yeah. But yeah, I very quickly like stopped trying to collect all of the gems, just because it's pointless, and also because I'm not good at the game. I did end up getting all the gems off screen, like off recording, after I beat the game, but I couldn't. It gives you nothing. There's really no point to do that. Yeah. But as I think I said already, I really enjoy this game, and so I thought it would be just like a chill thing to do, for like a walkthrough or playthrough thing, sort of thing. Though, I guess because I'm so like crappy at this, like I have no idea what to do. Like commentary-wise, it will probably not be that great. But anyway, this is the second level, and this part is really cool. It like it just blew my mind the first time I played it, and I know it's like the most nothing thing ever these days, and probably back then as well. There's probably a bunch of like 2.5D games released around this time, but to me this was like my first time ever seeing it. Oh, jeez. And it was like awesome. Yeah, we're nearly at the end of this level, I believe. And it's yeah, that's just me like trying to figure out which way to go. As I said, I haven't played this game in a while. I think it was like, I want to say it's like 5 years since I last played this game. But I think I did pretty well, even though I failed that jump just there. This is a bonus room, I believe. You just like, it's just so you can get more gems, and I tried to do it properly, and I believe I do. Let's see. It's actually been a while since I recorded these. Like, I want to say like 2 weeks, so it's not fresh in my memory. And yeah, and I believe I failed this. Oh no, I get it. Alright. Once I'm done like recording all of the commentary for these, I probably won't do much else with this channel or with this. I'd mostly just want to stream, I believe, because I think it would be a bit easier despite it being like a live thing, because even though I doubt many people will join initially, if there's anyone in chat, I would be able to talk to them and like just like add stuff to what I'm doing, and I believe that would be pretty good. So yeah, been saying a lot of like so yeah and like umming and eyeing, you know, it's a nervous thing. I'm going to try and like do that as little as possible, but it might be a bit rough. Yeah. Just got one more of those left for this level. There's me being very cautious with that one platform, because I have had times where I just like jumped completely over the next platform and like lost a bunch of progress, which is not great, as you can imagine. Yeah. And that's all of them. I believe the end of the level is like literally right here. Well, I say end of the level, but there's actually a boss. And another like cutscene as well. Actually a couple cutscenes. Every single like boss, before the boss you have like this cool like cutscene that leads into the area, which I think is pretty cool. I think they're all different. I may be misremembering. There might be one that's like doesn't have one of those. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But yeah, this is our pre-boss cutscene here, and we are introduced to the main antagonist of this game, Guardius, and he is terrifying. And I just love his design a lot. It's really cool. But as a kid, I was like scared. Like I would always skip this cutscene as a kid. And the cutscenes you see him later, and then I'd usually just like quit before I saw the boss of the 6th stage. So yeah. But I have beaten this game multiple times, even as a kid. It's just like sometimes it was like maybe too late at night, and I just like I couldn't do it. But yeah, and there's also Joker, who is like this clown thing. I'm not sure what he is. I'm not sure what Guardius is either. The only thing I know for certain is that Klonoa is like a cat rabbit thing, and yeah, that's it. Anyway, it may seem like we're going to fight this guy, but we're actually going to fight something else. this thing, which is another thing I have no idea what it is, but it's a cool design. A lot of this series, these games are like they got some really cool like monster designs, as we'll see throughout this playthrough, and the second game as well has a bunch of great ones as well. So basically, you just have to, as Joker said, you just have to like hit the back, and I somehow missed that. So I had to try again. I believe it's 5 hits, 4 hits. I think it's 4 hits. But yeah, this boss progressively adds more attacks to its moveset, I guess, but it's still quite easy. There's really no reason why anyone should like die to this boss, especially since you have like 6 hit points basically. We're coming up onto our last hit of the boss. You just have to wait for him to jump over. I believe speedrunners do something about it. They can like destroy this boss quite easily. But yeah, that's the first vision, Vision 1-1 and Vision 1-2, and Joker has dropped a pendant, or rather the bell had the so obviously that girl hid that there, that they kidnapped, and here's Klonoa's grandpa, who is also a cat rabbit thing. Yeah. Right, so we have our next goal. Yeah, so that's the end of this part. I do try to do like each vision in its own part, but this I believe Vision 6 I split into 2 videos because it's so long. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will I guess see you next time. Bye.